Hey, welcome. This is Total Tank Generals, and they've invited me to play a demo version to command the 7th Panzer Division. What? Rommel? The Ghost Division? That's right, that's what we're going to do today. I played this game, and you know what? Not usually a big fan of turn-based strategies. I had a blast with this, and I want to show you the first mission, which will give you access to in this demo. The demo will be available from the 3rd of October. Rommel campaign next. And the mission we have access to is 21st of May, 1940. It is a British counterattack of our pocket in Belgium, France. Will the pocket be relieved? Or will the Germans continue their siege? Let's find out.
May 1940. Despite lacking experience in commanding tank units, Erwin Rommel was appointed as the commander of the 7th Panzer Division,
An amateur.
with which he has managed to force his way through the Ardennes, a region thought to be impossible to traverse with armored units. This allowed him to circumvent the Maginot Line and continue his push to the west, eventually reaching the town of Arras. It was in this place the Allies would commence their fiercest attack on the Germans yet. If the British can successfully join forces with the
British and French. All right, here we go, lads. So this is the overview, and you can see the victory conditions. Depending on how quickly we achieve our 3 objectives of 3 major strategic locations, depends on how brilliant we are. Are we brilliant? Major or minor? Let's not be minor today. So with turn-based strategies, you take turns either moving or attacking. Different units have different firepowers, different ranges, etc. And you can see the 3 victory points here, here, and here. We can capture all 3 of these. We will win. But not only that, if you look at the top left here, you can see prestige. Prestige is your currency, and with this, we can call in reinforcements. And one strategy I've found that works incredibly well, in fact, probably a little bit too well, is using mortars. Mortars don't do a lot of damage, but they've got good range, and they also cause enemies to retreat. So what we're going to do is very cheesy. Deploy 3 mortars right here, and we can also deploy an infantry division. Might as well use all the credits, right? Straight away when they spawn in, we can immediately tell them to attack, and you can see here, if I tell them to attack here, it will do between 0 and 2 damage for these 2 infantries, and 0 and 1 damage for this. I think it's an armored car. Yes, it is. And we will attack. Go. Pew. Boom. And then get this. We've still got enough AP left, action points, so we can attack again. Pew. And get this, guys. Again and again. And then finally, they have broken. After 4 mortar shelling waves, they finally broke their position, and then we can quickly run in there and do some damage. What we need to do right now is move our armored cars forward, because armored cars, your little reconnaissance, have the added ability to kind of ignore Overwatch. Overwatch is where your unit stays still for a period of time, but will auto attack on the enemy's turn. So move you, boyo, forward. Spotted. Enemies spotted. At the same time, then we've run out of action points, so we'll just wait. I'm going to be very aggressive with this anti-air flak gun and move super far forward. And the same with this one down here. At the same time now, we've got a little bit more visuals, and you know what we're going to do again? You know what we're going to do? That's right. Continue to shell the British. So using mortars isn't really that effective. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's kind of a suppression thing. However, in this case, because there's 3 units all gathered together, oh yeah, the firepower. Boom. And then, get this, we even start with a mortar. Again. And again. Boom, the damage. So what we're going to do is move our armor division here forward. I think we could probably take these out in a single shot. Not got enough AP. So if we capture this airport here, which will cause them to level up, which will do more soft attack, we will be able to attack. We can. And you can see it'll do between 4 and 7 damage, which should be enough to kill it. Boom. We try and move my infantry forward now, get them into an all defensive position. Move our light tanks forward too. Infantry forward. Move you forward, and you forward. And finally some more infantry. All right, we're in a good position right now. These units are badly battered and bruised, and if they were trying to attack any of these entrenched into the forest, they probably wouldn't do very well. So what we kind of need to do is capture this point and then defend against the first wave from the British. Next turn, let's see what happens. The enemy's making their move. Looks like Overwatch is attacked, taking out one of the infantry, and they're running away as well. Looks like there's some cavalry, some more infantry coming. The anti-air gun did some damage, but it took a lot of damage too. Once again, defending itself pretty well. And we have a tank division. How did we do? And we lost him. But we did do quite a good amount of damage to this tank division, which I think works out in the end. And now they're mortaring us. All right, we are back. So, probably the best thing to do here is to try and take out this tank. So, my medium tank versus their medium tank. Between 3 to 6 damage. Go. Oh, and both sides miss. Okay, we've got one more AP, so go again. Oh, that's some good damage. And same again. Can we hit here? 3 to 6 damage. I think this is a win. The best anti-tank we've got is the anti-air as well as our medium tanks, and we need to look after them. So I'm going to move my recon a little bit further forward again just to scout ahead, and forward again. So we've got an entrenched position here, another entrenched, but no one's here, and we've got infantry here. So what I'm going to do once again is if I can move forward just a little bit, and we'll be able to shell these infantry that gathered up. More mortars. And again! Got the opportunity to do a lot of damage in a very short period of time. I am actually going to go for it. All right, infantry's going to move forward now. We've got an opportunity to do some good damage. We're in a defense position here, so we can do loads and loads of damage. And attack again. Infantry down. All right, infantry forward again. And push in. And again. Easy. Winner, winner. Okay, I'm going to flank the northern bit here and trying to get my light tanks into a position where we can either get on these hills or get onto here. More than likely, we'll find there'll be a lot of troops here, so we'll have to mortar this. So we'll have to move our mortars further forward. In this case, I'm just going to shimmy around into the north. And the same in the south, we'll move our infantry further forward. We have the option here to actually hit this troop over the river. Yeah, let's go for it. Just 1 damage, right? Oh, I missed. All right, infantry. So the armored column is in the north with all the firepower, and the south will provide a flanking mechanism to hold the south while the tanks do the majority of the damage. All right, we'll finally capture this now. We can do an extra +1 soft attack and level up this light tank. We're in a really good defensive spot right now. The only thing we could probably do is move our mortars further forward so we can start shelling this location. So the next turn, we're going to be a little bit exposed when we reposition our artillery. They've got a really good ideal location here to mortar us as we've gathered up our troops. Don't really have a great deal of choice, though. Light tank, we have the ability to do an assault attack now. This will use extra ammunition, but the chance of this is 100%. And the idea is we attack and we move at the same time. Attack move for the win! And it was... Being that it was a 100% chance, I would be really disappointed if it wasn't successful. And that is a win. Armored car, same again. We're going to move that boyo forward, get some eyes on the battlefield. And here we go. We can see way more now. So we can see they're entrenched in the south here. And we can also see there's an anti-tank gun here. Our tanks have the ability to move a lot and do a lot of firepower. However, anti-tank guns, they do a lot of hard attacks, so they can just rip through them at lightning pace. So we don't want to be in that situation, do we? So as I move forward now, I'm going to move all the mortars into this position. Move him forward in the back. Resupply in the back end, which will restore their HP. Same with the tanks at the back. We'll keep them at the back for now, because once again, we want to look after our medium tanks, because they're the ones who are going to do all the firework and most of the legwork. We just need to soften the front line up before we move forward. Okay, we have the ability to move forward and attack this mortar, so I'm thinking I'm going to go for it. But there's a chance this anti-tank gun might try and aim at me. No, they didn't. That's good. Oh, but we've run out of action points, so we can't actually attack here. I think we'll just camp in the woods. An option to try and shoot over the river again, and the 1 damage. We'll take it. If we've not blown all our action points, we want to find out if there's any units left that we've not moved. So we can click on this in the top right. We can see that you haven't moved. I think I'm going to resupply just to restore 3 HP. And then we're going to entrench, which gives a little bit of an extra defensive advantage on the next turn. Same with the infantry too. I think I'm going to move 1 of the infantry forward, put them on Overwatch, and then entrench you and move you forward here and move forward. Luckily, the woods in the north there make it really easy to push into this defensive location. That's what we're going to go for. All right, I think we're good right now. This is going to be a bad round for us because we're all in an exposed spot. We've not managed to mortar. So they've got an opportunity to do some good damage to us here. Lots of cavalry, lots of defense. That's good. Hitting the horses. Armored car holding the ground. Ooh, that was a big attack from the anti-tank gun. And then mortaring us too. That actually went incredibly well. First things first, we need to take out this mortar. Once again, artillery in this game seems to be incredibly strong. So we're just going to knock it out, do all the damage we can, and then hopefully... Oh, are we going to get a kill? Can we get the kill? Yeah, there we go. All right, this is where we do the firepower, and we need to demolish this anti-tank gun. This is going to do all the damage. So first mortar shell, and the second one, and the next one. We're not doing very good damage here. We've not been getting very lucky. And again. And they broke, and they have retreated. Good. I don't like that this unit here is entrenched, so we're going to hit it with the mortar, and that removes the entrenchment, and then we'll hit it with another one. Boom. Perfect. Next up, the anti-tank gun. Got the option to aim over the river. Ooh, there's a part of me that wants to do Overwatch here and just let it defend itself. 2 to 4 damage, 0 to 1, 1 to 2. Let's see if we can hit the horse for 4 damage. That'd be perfect. Oh, 2. Okay. It'll do. Anyway, wait. Okay, the problem we're going to run into now is... this infantry here is blocking us. So ideally, I like to push my tanks down here to try and push in. We'll push again. Doing lots of damage. Infantry. Oh, and they've retreated. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Then we move our troops into this position. Okay, I think it is time to do more of an armored push. However, I'm very nervous because you can do like 8 to 9 damage in a single hit from anti-tank guns. So I'm very nervous to move my heavy tanks forward just for them to get ripped apart. We have actually gained some credits too. So we have a look. We might be able to get a cavalry, and that's going to be a really good scout. So I'm actually going to deploy that here and also move them super far forward. Is he going to be a human sacrifice by charging forward? Yeah, whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it. Horse for the win and wait. What we've got the ability to do right now is because with each turn, we acquire more and more air points. And with that, we can do strategic bombing. This will damage this hex here, everyone in it, and it looks like we do between a decent amount of damage. Let's do it. And here comes the strategic bombing. Carpet bombing, boys. And oh my goodness, it did so much damage to the anti-tank gun. 7. That was insanely lucky. And I realize we've got this mortar too that we've not used, so let's just do some more damage. The biggest factor now is to get our mortars here in the east to be in the range to hit the city here. Britain, counterattack, go for it. Resupplying, getting their HP back, that's fine, so I don't have to worry about them. It looks like they've spawned another anti-tank gun here, and we've got a medium tank on the way as well. I think in this southern position, we're going to be in a good spot. We'll lose enough infantry to plow firepower into this tank to knock it out. However, in the north, I'm a little bit concerned about the anti-tank gun. So I think what we'll do is do the same thing again, just bombard that defensive position over and over again. Again, and again. Oh my god, the damage we do is not very good, but they managed to make them retreat anyway. All right, get the mortars forward. We are going to use those in the next few turns. Oh, they've gathered up here. It's a shame we don't have another mortar because we could hit them here. It was too far away anyway. I think we're going to do the strategic bombing here. Hopefully we'll do decent damage on this anti-tank gun. And we don't hit the anti-tank gun, but we do hit the infantry for a little bit. What we're going to do now is use dive bombing, which is only hits one specific target, but does 20 hard attack. So between 2 and 6 damage here. And the damage is 6. That's decent damage. We'll move the cavalry forward. Remove Overwatch will be the level up, meaning that if an armored car or a horse is in range of Overwatch, it denies its ability to do Overwatch. I think we're going to move forward now and get the infantry to dig in. Infantry forward. Wait. Now I think we can put our more heavier tanks into position now. Is it worth the risk of putting them into firing range of the anti-tank? I think we've got so many tanks right now, it's not even a big deal. Let's move that light tank forward too and see if we could do some decent damage to the infantry. Let's go for it. That's decent. Light tank to the south of the victory point and then Overwatch. So as I can see here, there's 2 medium tanks need to be aware of. This one and this one. I just need to be aware that this southern flank is going to take a pounding depending on where this medium goes. At the same time, I'm very aware of this anti-tank, and I'm also aware if there might be some artillery here. If there is artillery here, then they're going to pound our positions, the ones where I've stacked more than 3 units on one hex. I think what I might do is use my credits and spawn another anti-tank gun, well, anti-air gun, and then move it into position in the more south here. Okay, tanks in a very vulnerable spot here, but a lot of them are in good defensive positions, so I'm going to take it. Is if they do try to counterattack us, this anti-tank gun could do a lot of damage. Let's see what happens. Overwatch is doing damage to the horse, pushing forward. Medium tank, oh, 6 damage. That just shows the power of the mediums. And then another 4 damage on the light tank from the anti-tank gun. The anti-air gun's doing its job and defending. A little bit of an exchange between the tanks. We've got some artillery. This is my fear, this. If they decide to get more artillery here, we're going to be in a really bad spot. Furious fighting around this victory point. Could initially attack this boyo. It's not going to be a good exchange for me, though. Oh, luckily we didn't take any damage, though. And again, that's good. And then by the looks of things, we can do a assault attack, which will push them out of this area. It's only a 50% chance, though. What about the tank? 50% chance. Let's take it. Do it. 50% chance. Roll the dice. Go. And, oh, -2. Yep, a success. I needed to do that because I needed to see where this anti-tank gun was. And now we see it and we can hit it. Boom. Oh, the damage. Boom. Infantry down. Anti-tank gun is down. It's really tempted to use the light tanks here to try and hit the mediums, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think what we'll do is try and bombard this position here with the tank. Same again. Mortar. The mortars are just pulling their way. Oh, they do so much damage. And retreat, retreat. Perfect. Can resupply our light tank on the front. Push forward with the infantry. Armored cars in a perfect position for Overwatch. light tank to push forward. It's going to be a bad spot there because once again we've got these medium tanks which do some good damage. Light tanks are really not very good against other tanks. I'm a little bit nervous to put them within range of the mortar. No, I think that's actually going to be a good situation. Let's do it. All right, they're in position. That's good. And going to be a little bit ballsy here. Move the infantry really far forward. It's going to take a battering, but it's in a really good spot for some visuals. Light tank's got an opportunity to push forward. Attack here. Oh, do some good damage too. 3 attacks in 1 round. Okay, wow. Move the mortar forward. And that's it. That's all the moves done. More cavalry. Overwatch taking a hit. Beautiful. Oh, Overwatch damage. Using the horse to provide visuals, but unfortunately taking a lot of damage in exchange. Having to retreat. I told you that infantry up front was going to take a lot of damage, but no, he's holding his own. Tried to assault it. Oh my god, these guys are going to get a promotion. Oh, the tank took a really hard hit there, and then the mortar doing really heavy damage too. We need to get in range to see this mortar so we can hit it with anti-air. So I'm going to move the cavalry forward, and this will give us maybe visuals. No, it actually doesn't. We can see all of this, but we can't actually see the actual victory point. Maybe it's because there's a river here, and that doesn't give us the full visuals. What we could do is call air recon to get a little bit more visual here. Yeah, let's do that. And show me. The fog of war is revealed. And 2 mediums. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, we're going to do a big push forward. Infantry is going to make a big push forward. And this is just going to be a pain in their side. Once again, these guys are absolute heroes. You're just going to stand here, take an absolute battering, and take it for the team. And do a little bit of damage to the horses up front. And we can promote them as well. Motorized. Change the movement type into motorized. And once again, completely just bombarding these horses that have been pushed forward. What is the British High Command thinking? Pushing the horses so far forward. What are they thinking? Infantry in the north captured. Captured. Gains extra credits. The mediums are going to push forward and do a lot of damage to me. So I'm going to hit them with the mortar here to split them up a little bit. Now I need to move just a tiny little bit forward so I can bombard the victory point. And I'm going to move everyone forward. And all the 3 boyos, mortar boyos, pulling their weight, are going to bombard the victory point. It's a good damage, but it's not caused them to retreat. Move the anti-airs forward. And hopefully we can lure out these medium tanks. An option to do a little exchange here to soften up the infantry. Another one. And another one. Everyone's ready. We move into the final turns now, lads. Oh, we have a light British tank. Mediums are moving forward, exchanging a lot of firepower. Ooh, a little bit of damage on the medium there. Oh, that's a lot of damage on the light. Oh, and they miss. Okay, that would have been a perfect opportunity to snipe the light tank. And they're aiming for the mediums. That's smart, because these are the highest value units I've got. That exchange was 100% in my favor. That went incredibly well. Now we're in position with our anti-air guns to strike at the British mediums. Boom. Oh, so much damage. And then go for the other one. Oh, we missed! No way! Okay, in this case, I can just finish off. The infantry could do the medium. That's good. Can only do 1 damage from the infantry to the medium tanks. I guess it makes sense, I suppose. And by the looks of things, we can just bombard this medium. We just hit him with the lights. It's not the right firepower. It's not a good hit. But we'll resupply you, and then we'll just strike you over and over and over again. And again. Oh, it's not a good exchange. They're just taking so much heat. I think we're going to have to retreat you, because I just don't want to lose one of you. What it might be a good exchange here is if we use our infantry to plow into this medium. So let's give that a shot. We're not going to do much damage. Probably won't be a good exchange. Oh, that one was good. And again, that was a good one. And finally, the infantry finish it off. Oh, missed. And again. Oh, again. Come on, last one. Just do 1 damage. I need 1 damage from you. Come on. Yes. All right, dig in. Dig in. Can we try and flank with the mediums? Think that might be a good idea? Yeah, balls to it. Let's do it. Mediums and the mediums. In this position here, I want to see the capital region, because what we could do is bombard them. And if we get 9 turns, we actually get brilliant too. So I'm actually curious about doing that. So we can see them here, and now we can bombard their position. Boom. And the retreat. Okay, that's good. We didn't have visual range, but we still managed to hit them. Interesting. Still going to aim for the tank with the mortar. It's not an effective exchange, but I've got 3 damage, so why not? Oh, full retreat now. The British High Command is defeated, demoralized. And I take the final victory point. I didn't realize I could just grab it. Victory! Oh, it's such a shame. I want to continue and use the medium tanks. The simple plan here that worked really well was to use the tanks to flank across the top, hold the south with the forest, and then use the mortars to strike the victory points to move them out, and then we can just grab them. The British are in full retreat.
Thanks to a swift and
Rommel
confident reaction, we have managed to repel the British attack near Arras and prevent the Allies from joining forces. It was in this battle that Rommel made the brilliant, unconventional decision to utilize Flak 88 anti-aircraft guns in an anti-tank role. Thanks to this victory, Germany managed to secure the newly conquered territory, reaching all the way to the banks of the La Manche Channel. The momentum of the Wehrmacht offensive could now be redirected north, where encircled Allied forces near Dunkirk found themselves between a rock and a hard place.
Guys, turn-based, not usually my kind of thing. Surprisingly, the more I played this, the more I actually really enjoyed it. And I think I probably will play this on release too. The demo is out on the 3rd of October, and you can wishlist this on Steam. Total Tank Generals. Give it a look. I recommend it. Hey, check this video out next. This is the video for you. Click it. This one.